So, LifeLock, is it actually worth the money or is it just expensive peace of mind? The short answer is it depends entirely on what you're protecting and how much hassle you're willing to put up with. But before you spend a single dollar, you need to know exactly what you're getting. Because the wrong tier could leave you with almost no real protection, and the top tier might be overkill for most people. Let's start with the basics. LifeLock is an identity theft protection service. Think of it as a security system for your personal information. It doesn't stop a thief from stealing your social security number or your credit card details, but it does two things. It watches for signs that someone is using your identity, and if they do, it helps you clean up the mess and cover some of the financial losses. Now, here's the part most people get wrong. LifeLock isn't one single product. It's actually a set of tiers, and the differences between them are huge. The company recently simplified its lineup, so you've got three main plans: Core, Advanced, and Total. But the names are a little confusing, and the features shift dramatically as you move up. The Core plan is the cheapest. It's about $10 to $12 a month if you pay annually, but the official price is around $15 a month if you go month to month. For that, you get social security number monitoring, dark web monitoring, data breach alerts, and a stolen wallet service. You also get credit monitoring, but only from two of the three credit bureaus. That means if a thief opens a new account with a third bureau, LifeLock won't catch it. The core plan also gives you $1 million in stolen funds reimbursement and $25,000 in coverage for lawyers and experts if you need to fight identity theft. But here's the catch: it does not monitor your bank accounts, your credit card transactions, your home title, or your 401k. So if someone drains your checking account, you won't get an alert from LifeLock. The advanced plan is the middle tier. It runs about $18 to $20 a month annually, or around $25 a month monthly. This adds free bureau credit monitoring, so now all three credit bureaus are watched. It also includes financial account alerts for your bank accounts, credit cards, and investment accounts, and it adds home title monitoring, which is actually a big deal because title theft is a growing problem. But it still doesn't cover your 401k or give you the full $3 million reimbursement. The Ultimate Plus plan, which is now called the Total plan, is the top tier. It's about $25 to $28 a month annually, or around $35 a month monthly. This is the full package. You get everything from advanced plus 401k monitoring, investment account monitoring, and the big one, up to $3 million in total coverage. That includes $1 million for stolen funds, $1 million for legal expenses, and $1 million for personal expenses like lost wages if you have to take time off work to fix your identity. You also get fictitious identity monitoring, which watches for someone using a combination of your real info and fake details to open accounts. But here's the thing, even the total plan has limits. The scam reimbursement, for example, only covers up to $10,000 for scams where you willingly gave money or information. So if you get tricked by a fake PayPal email and send $500, you're covered. But if you fall for a $50,000 wire transfer scam, you're only getting $10,000 back. And the claims process is not automatic. You have to file a claim, provide proof, and wait. Some users report it takes weeks to get reimbursed, and a few say they were denied because the scam didn't fit the narrow definition. Now, let's talk about the alert system. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second. That sounds impressive, but in practice, it means you get a lot of alerts. You get notified about soft credit pulls, which are harmless inquiries like when a company checks your credit for a pre-approved offer. You'll get alerts when your address changes, when a new account is opened, and when your info appears on the dark web. The problem is, the alerts can be noisy. Some users complain about getting fake PayPal or Norton renewal notifications that are actually phishing attempts. LifeLock does help with that by flagging suspicious emails, but it can't stop them from arriving in your inbox. Compared to Aura, which is its main competitor, LifeLock's alerts are generally slower. Aura sends alerts within minutes of a suspicious event, while LifeLock can take hours or even a day. That delay matters because the faster you catch a problem, the faster you can freeze your credit and stop the damage. Now, the big question: can you use LifeLock alongside your bank's credit monitoring or Amex Credit Secure? In fact, you should. Bank monitoring is usually free and covers basic stuff like new account openings and balance changes. LifeLock adds the dark web monitoring, the insurance, and the recovery services. They work together, not against each other. What about the free alternatives? Credit Karma gives you 2 bureau credit monitoring and some dark web scans, but it's free because it sells you credit cards and loans. LifeLock doesn't do that, and Credit Karma's insurance is non-existent. So if you're serious about identity theft protection, LifeLock is a step up, but only if you get the right tier. Here's where most people get tripped up: the legacy plans. If you signed up years ago, you might still be on an old plan like LifeLock Standard or LifeLock Advantage. Those plans have different features and prices, and they're not always easy to switch. If you're on an old plan, you might be paying more for less. Check your account and see if you can upgrade to the current lineup. Now, let's talk about the Norton integration. LifeLock is owned by Norton LifeLock, so if you buy a Norton 360 plan, you get LifeLock included. The Norton 360 with LifeLock plans range from about $50 to $200 a year, depending on the tier. That's actually a better deal than buying LifeLock separately because you get antivirus, VPN, password manager, and cloud storage all in one. But the customer support is handled by Norton, and some users report long wait times and scripted responses. If you need to file a claim, you're better off calling LifeLock's dedicated identity restoration team. So, who is LifeLock actually for? If you've been a victim of identity theft before, or if you have a high net worth, the total plan is worth it. The $3 million coverage and the recovery services can save you weeks of headache. If you're just starting out and want basic monitoring, the core plan is fine, but you'll miss the 3-bureau monitoring and financial account alerts. The advanced plan is the sweet spot for most people because it covers the big risks without the premium price. Who should skip it? If you're already using a free service like Credit Karma and you're diligent about checking your credit, you might not need LifeLock. Also, if you're outside the US, LifeLock is mostly useless. It only monitors US-based credit bureaus and US Social Security numbers. For international users, consider Aura or Identiforce. Now, the bottom line, LifeLock is a solid product, but it's not perfect. The alerts can be slow, the scam reimbursement is limited, and the claims process is a hassle. But if you get the right tier and use it alongside your bank's monitoring, it's a powerful tool. I would give it a 4 out of 5 for the total plan and a 3 out of 5 for the core plan. The best value is the advanced plan, or the Norton 360 bundle that includes it. Let's talk about something nobody mentions in these reviews. How do you actually cancel LifeLock if you decide it's not for you? Because that's where a lot of people get stuck. You can cancel online through your account dashboard, but the process is deliberately clunky. You have to pick through several screens, answer a survey about why you're leaving, and then confirm your cancellation. Some users report that the cancellation doesn't actually take effect until you call a phone number, and that phone call can take 20 minutes on hold. If you're on an annual plan, you might get a partial refund, but it's prorated and they deduct a service fee. So if you're thinking about trying LifeLock, know that leaving is not as easy as signing up. Now, here's a practical tip that can save you money. The best way to get the lowest price is to buy through a third-party retailer or a bundle. For example, if you buy Norton 360 with LifeLock through Amazon or directly from Norton, you often get a discount on the first year. Some credit cards also offer identity theft protection as a perk. Check your card benefits before you pay for LifeLock separately. And if you're a Costco member, they sometimes have exclusive deals on Norton 360 with LifeLock that are cheaper than the official site. The key is to never pay full retail price for the first year. What about the actual recovery process? This is the part most reviews skip. If your identity is stolen, you call LifeLock's dedicated restoration team. They assign you a case manager who walks you through the steps: freezing your credit, filing a police report, disputing fraudulent accounts, and contacting the credit bureaus. The case manager stays with you until everything is resolved, which can take weeks or months. That's actually valuable because doing it alone is a nightmare. But the quality of the case manager varies. Some users report getting someone who is proactive and helpful, while others say they got a scripted response and had to follow up multiple times. The insurance payout, if you need it, requires you to submit a claim with receipts, police reports, and account statements. It's not instant, and it's not guaranteed. But for the $1 million stolen funds coverage, you need to prove the theft was not your fault and that you took reasonable steps to protect your information. Now, let's address the privacy concern that nobody talks about. LifeLock collects a massive amount of your personal data to monitor it. That includes your social security number, your bank account numbers, your credit card numbers, your address history, and your employment history. If LifeLock itself gets hacked, that data is a goldmine for criminals. The company has been hacked before again and again, exposing customer data. They've since improved security, but it's a risk you should be aware of. You're essentially giving one company the keys to your entire financial life. If that makes you uncomfortable, consider a service that uses a different model, like Aura, which monitors without storing as much sensitive data. One more thing, The dark web scan that LifeLock offers for free is a gimmick. It's a one-time scan that checks a limited set of databases. It's not continuous monitoring. The paid plans do continuous dark web monitoring, but the free scan is just a marketing tool to get you in the door. So, to recap, LifeLock adds dark web monitoring and insurance, but alerts can be slow. The advanced plan is the best value. Pair it with your bank's free monitoring for full coverage. Norton 360 bundle saves you money. Cancellation is tricky. Expect the hassle. The recovery team is helpful but inconsistent. And never pay full price. Look for deals. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe to stay protected.